Hi, everybody. Cole Hedden here with discussion number 5. This one's not really a good one that I like. I don't like this discussion. It seems too vague for me. I like the more thought process one. But it's what they want. It's what they get. It's saying how we're dispatched to a car crash, patients on the ground, pulse is apneic. So we have to basically do everything. We're going to have to, they do a surgical crag because he's got too much facial trauma. So that's, first of all, scary. I know. Um, Two large bore IVs and surgical crack is kind of where they're at for what we're doing on this patient. Now, number one, it says, what precautions against infectious disease should the paramedics have followed in this scenario? We say it for every clinical or every exercise, BSI, scene safe. So eyewear, gloves, gloves so you don't touch anything, get anything on your skin, eyewear to protect your eyes from getting anything in the mucous membrane. And everybody who's in EMS right now knows we have to wear masks on like every call. So you're already going to have an R95 on, possibly a face shield. When you're coming into stuff right now, face shields are really important. Plus you're doing a surgical crag, so not a bad idea to have one. The IVs, I mean, same thing. I'm going to go ahead and use my eyeglasses. I'm going to use gloves. And of course, an NR95 because that's what we have to do now. That's just the new normal. Face shield, yeah, you could, but you don't have to. Also, possibly a gown. Gowns are for COVID-19. We're all wearing gowns for like positive COVID calls, and so this is a COVID patient. That's where we're going. Number two, what infectious disease might the crew of Medic 1 have been exposed to from this patient? Every single disease out there. I mean, we don't know what this guy's got. He just is in a car wreck. Let's start with some of the easy ones. The bloodborne pathogens. This is because we're surgically cutting open his throat and we're starting IVs. So you've got your most common are Hep B, Hep C, and HIV. Not saying that you're going to catch those, but those are the more commonly ones. Also tuberculosis from the breathing. But if we have overprotection on, we should be safe from this. And of course, COVID-19. That's the biggest thing we're going to see. We're going to be exposed to right now. You have 4 different kinds of viral infections. There's bacterial, viral, fungal, and prion. I don't know what that last one is, but those are the big things you could be exposed to while on this call. Again, it's almost anything. Ebola, bubonic plague. There's necrotizing fasciitis. There's 1,000 things you could be exposed to on every single call. That's why PPE is so important, because you don't know what you're going to get into. I mean, yes, you have notes and you have an idea. On some calls, they say, patient has tuberculosis or patient is HIV positive. They tell that, or it's in the records. But you don't know. So that's why proper PPE is always required. Gloves and glasses are your first line of defense. Then you just add 2 from there for different patients, different scenarios, things like that. So yeah, it's such a broad category which you can be exposed to, but by taking the proper steps to protect yourself, you can stay safe from these while in the field. And that's the best I got. All right, everybody. That's hopefully the last discussion for P3.